it together. But that is why it's a great rivalry.
Well, you love watching a game where both teams feel like they have something to prove. That really raises the level of intensity out there.
Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Washington missing.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Howard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Got it.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Gobert on the high post. On the wing, Thompson. Outside McDaniels. He can't get it to go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Well, we continue to see SGA putting in that work on extending his range. He knows how important that is.
Now here's Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Here's Holmgren. Pass to SGA. Double team on SGA. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. So hits one and misses one at the line. Mavericks trail by 4. Out to Thompson. Dort with a steal. Inside. Wallace. It's blocked by Gobert.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
Thompson with it. Outside McDaniels. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. So, you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board. That first step is so dangerous with Amen. I mean, he was just gone.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Dort outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Here's SGA. And SGA throws it down.
And you see the acceleration right there. SGA turning it on.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's SGA. Nice D from Thompson.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Tipped. .27 seconds left in the first. Now Gobert. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for SGA. And So it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Back to the game. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
To the paint. Harris's shot is good. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
SGA left no doubt on that one. Throws it down.
Outside Mitchell. Going inside. Banked it in off the glass. Mitchell's got his first points of the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Portis with the steal. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back over to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Mitchell into the lane. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
Here's SGA. No good with a layup. The Mavericks trailing. Ibaka with it. Hartenstein covering. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Lets it go from the wing. That's good on the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, defensively, it's a tough cover on SGA because he knows how to run the two-man game.
It's a one-on-one situation. Oklahoma City making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
SGA surveying the D. Over Mitchell. SGA can't get it to go.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Thunder with a lead. And despite lacking a consistent three-point stroke over his career, Tim, Najee Marshall has been a pretty consistent rotation piece.
Yeah, B.A., and he's done that despite the fact he was undrafted back in 2020. Defense really was his initial calling card. Offensively, he's looking to add to his game.
Making a name for himself now. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Mitchell. To the middle. Back to Portis. SGA with a steal. And SGA throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Here's Portis. Again, the miss by Dallas. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And so it's Portis who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. Williams grabs the board. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Up again. controls the rebound and the putback. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Bobby Portis.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Ibaka. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Mavericks trail by 7. They double team Thompson. Pass to Lively. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Williams. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
When you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Thompson outside. Into the lane. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Pass to Caruso. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Caruso's got 5.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Mavericks trail by 8. Down low. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Back to Mitchell. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. The 3, DiVincenzo connects from downtown. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Here's Williams, and the rebound goes to Dallas. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
To the inside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Dort outside. And stolen by Gobert. Thompson right side. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Caruso left side. 5 to shoot. Pass to Mitchell. No good again that time.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
McDaniels can't hit.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Thompson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. The layup off target. Thunder leading by 3. Williams with it. Checked by Washington. Outside Mitchell. Outside Williams. It's Dort on the wing. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson scanning the floor. Picked by Gobert. Thompson attacking. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Thunder out in front. Up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Mavericks trail by 5. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside, SGA. Holmgren outside. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Harris misses.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Here's Wallace. Shot's good. SGA making the play. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Portis outside. Fires for 3. Wallace pulls it in. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in. And that's 17 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Ooh, strong finish, SGA.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So Thompson will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 10. Oh, he misses the layup. Toward outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms. It's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Thunder leading by 10. Howard inside. Outside Holmgren. He launches. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
McDaniels a screen. 9 feet out. Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Up again. Oh, it's off target. Mavericks trail by 13. Now Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Driving to the basket. Oh, the stuff.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Thunder.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
5 on the clock. Picked by Gobert. Amen Thompson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's the Thunder now. Gobert pulls it down. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
So it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up.